Let's get the latest from the stadium now. Ryan Ruocco's in for Meredith with the Clubhouse Report, brought to you by Empire City Casino. Let's play. So I know one of the themes of Hughes coming back is, where do I go in Yankee Stadium? He always headed to the home clubhouse. Now it's the visitors. And Ryan, it may not have ended the way he wanted it, but he's off to a good start in Minnesota.
He's been terrific thus far in Minnesota, Bob. I mean, he's 5-1, pitching to a 3.23 ERA. He's coming off a month of May in which he pitched to a 1.62 earned run average, and that's obviously much different than what we saw from Phil Hughes last season. Just 4-14 with a +5 ERA in his final season in the Bronx. I got a chance to chat with Phil about that regrettable last season.
I mean, last year obviously was tough. It was a tough time to go through, and not pitching well, and kind of that snowball effect that happens. And so it was nice just to be able to hit the reset button, and worked on some things mechanically in spring training, and kind of just staying within myself and my delivery a little bit more, and just been doing the same things I always do, pounding the strike zone, attacking guys, and it's worked out pretty well so far this year.
Now, one of the things that Phil wanted to make sure to point out to all of us was that he didn't think he had thrown a single changeup this year. That was such a point of conversation and contention last year. But this season, having great success. You see the breakdown of his pitches, mostly fastball, cutter, curve, a couple sinkers, but basically no changeups. And, Bob, it's clearly worked for Phil Hughes. He's walked just 6 batters the entire season. He hasn't walked any of the last 175 batters that he has faced. So junking the changeup, or more or less junking it, has worked out for Phil Hughes' repertoire. Now, Joe Girardi was Hughes' manager for 6 of his 7 seasons in pinstripes, and Joe knows, as well as everybody else does, that it didn't end well, but there are still a lot of positive things that the Yankee manager wants to make sure stick out about Hughes' time in pinstripes.
He did a lot of good things for us. 2009, he was an outstanding 8th inning guy for us. The next year, he wins 18 games. He wins 16 games for us in another year. And when I think of Hughesy, I think is a good kid that was a great teammate and did some good things for us.
Now, Hughes was asked specifically about facing Derek Jeter and whether or not that would be weird for him, and he reminded everybody that he had actually faced Jeter once before when Team USA was getting ready for the World Baseball Classic a couple years back. He faced the captain, but was told specifically to throw only fastballs away, and everybody kind of chuckled about that, and then he said, no, I'm serious. I was literally told I better not throw anything near the inside part of the plate to Jeter. And another funny note for Hughes, Bob, I asked him if there was a moment when he realized he was in Minnesota and no longer New York off the field, and he said, yeah, I think when I opened my front door on April 28th and saw a foot of snow, I realized, okay, I live in Minnesota now.